All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and others, great millstone, who teach very well while the truth from. In citation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push his word and our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua. And on today, just basically getting on the secrets of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua being revealed unto us, man, because the things we know is the things the world don't even care about, man, for the lack of better words, man, because it's so deep and underground, for lack of better words. It is treasures in the midst of these people, and they can't even see it, man. These people, they think that there's money and cars and clothes and hoes is just gonna lead into your happiness, when this word is actually the bridge into your salvation. This word is actually the peace of mind that we need, man. But Jake is not looking for it. That's why this truth is top secret and is not revealed unto many. They don't have the eyes to see the value of this pearl. Let's start right here in Matthew 13, and I'm going to jump at verse 9. It says, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And that's Yahweh Shai saying, if you can hear, if you can understand, then good for you, man. Because, hey, everybody can't understand this truth. And you figure it out when you first come into this truth. Once you receive this word, you get this truth and you go out there and tell somebody else, and they don't react the same way you do. Actually, they hate you even more because you told them about Yahweh Shema Shah, man. They didn't have ears to hear, man. So it's a blessing to understand this truth, man. Because everybody don't see it. Everybody don't see the things that we see. Read this again. Matthew 13 and 9. Who hath ears to hear, let them hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? So why you ain't speaking straight up? Verse 11, it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Yes, it said it's given to us to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, man. The mystery, because it was a mystery of who was the Israelites. And Yahweh Shema Shai have revealed it unto us. It was a mystery of basically when Yahweh Shai is going to return. And even though no man know that day or that hour, but at the same time, Yahweh Shema Shai, we know it's a build to his return through the precepts, man. The sedition among men, pestilence and plagues. Hey, it's getting played out on the planet Earth, man. That's how we know the Lord is coming very soon, man. Let's get a real quick precept. Because again, this word was a mystery until the Lord have revealed it unto us. This is the book of Colossians 1. Colossians 1, and I'm going to start at verse. Yep, Colossians 1 and verse 26. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 25. Yep, it says, wherefore I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you. So again, somebody get the word, and you don't get on the word with sin on it. No, you got there and preach, man. Yahweh Shai said, love others as I have loved you. That's the importance of teaching. Because each person you teach, he can possibly be elect, especially if he get it, man. Read this again. You always got to plant that seed. Because like I said, Paul planted and Apollos watered, and the Most High give it the increase. You might tell somebody about the truth 3 years ago, man, but they might not come into the truth till 3 years later. Because you planted that seed 3 years ago, and the Lord had to water it to give the increase, man. So it's important for you to push out this word too. Read this again. Colossians 1 and verse 25 again, it says, wherefore I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High. You fulfill these prophecies, man. Verse 26, even the mystery which have been hid from ages. It was a mystery who Babylon the Great was. That's why the nickname is Mystery Babylon the Great, which we're living at it, man. Here in the Western Hemisphere, America, this is where the Mystery Babylon of Great dwell, man. Salakia, Colossians 1 and 26, even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. And now this word, this truth, this secret have been made manifest unto us today. And now it make more sense. Because let's say if it was 1862, The book of Revelation was 1864. The book of Revelations was written, but we can understand it back in 1864. But now here in 2022, we can understand it, man. Why we can understand it? Because the prophecies are being played out right before our eyes. The secrets are being played out right before our eyes, man. And that's what make Esau afraid. You know? We tell you what you're going to do before you do it. The Lord talk about pestilence. The Lord talk about the plagues. You can say, yeah, Esau, he the one that really... No, man. You can't never give Esau too much credit because Yahweh Shemel Shah, he's the one that control him. He's the power behind the sword, man. You know? That's what it tells you that in the book of Isaiah, the 10th chapter. How can a broom lift up himself against him that he was there with, man? Let's go ahead and go back to Matthew 13, though. Matthew 13 and verse 11 again. It says, he answered and said, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Yes, man, it's not given to everybody to know the secrets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Ultimately, it was given to the prophets. Amos 3, and I'm gonna jump down to verse Amos 3 and 7. It says, surely the Lord, matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 6, get the build up. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Yes, and who blowing the trumpets? The men that's out on the highways and byways week in and week out, man, pushing out this word. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, have not done it? And that's what we're warning you from. Ezekiel 3 in the 17th verse, man. Give him warning from me. We're blowing the trumpet, telling you that the Lord, he's finna mess this place up, man. And if you're not in the good graces of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're going to get caught up in that destruction, man. You know? That's the secret that we're pushing, that we're giving unto you. Hey, if a guy finna shoot up a party to get his rival or whatever, guess what? He is not going to tell his rival that the party finna get shot up. No, he's finna tell his closest friends, man. The ones he truly love. Verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And that's where the secrets be revealed unto. That's where the mysteries be revealed unto, the prophecies, man. It's being revealed unto the prophets, you know, not into everybody else. That's why it says it's given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, because the kingdom of heaven is within you, man. It starts with a mindset, you know. Let's go ahead and go back to this Matthew 3:13 and verse 12, continuing on. For whosoever to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he has. Because guess what? We increasing this truth. We continue to learn. Because while we had this truth in our past life, and we've been continuing to build upon this truth in our past life, man. And again, we getting the truth and the perfection right now, man. But it says, he that hath not, ultimately it wasn't meant for you, man. Continuing on, therefore, speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. And people, they can see the prophecy and say, yeah, you did say something about plagues. You did say something about pestilence. You did say something finna happen on the planet Earth. But they don't understand it. Because why? If you really understand, you will hearken unto it. You will try to battle yourself to get on the Lord's good side, instead of just living your everyday life of wickedness, man. You know? You don't understand the severeness of this truth. You don't understand the alarm. You think it's an alarm of mirth, but it's an alarm of a fire, man. You know, let's continue on, though. It says, because they see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear. Ye shall not, it's like by hearing, ye shall hear and not understand, and seeing ye shall see and not perceive. Yes, because you can read the scriptures back and front. You can either go precept with one precept, but you can't understand it without the Holy Spirit, man. That's the only way you're going to understand the scriptures, through the Holy Spirit and through men teaching you. How can I learn? Except some man should teach me. Some man should guide me, man. You know? Because a brother pulled out a precept, then he pulled out another precept, and he pulled out another precept, and he linked those three chains together. Hey, that's a solid foundation, for the lack of better words, man. It ain't like a brother's gonna say a vain thing and just leave you in the dark with it. No, a brother's gonna give you the complete understanding, man. He's not gonna leave it up in the air or leave it up for debate, man. You know? And same thing with the truth. The truth is not meant for no debate, because you cannot debate the truth. You can't debate 2 plus 2. It's not 4, man. Because it's gonna, at the end of the day, we're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna see we're gonna see when Brenda bring her 2 apples and when Amy bring her 2 apples. We're gonna see how many apples we got then. That's how it's gonna be, man. It's gonna get to a point when the Lord is gonna show who have the truth, man. It's going to be made manifest in that day. You getting argued, you getting mad, get pissed off, because I know how many apples coming, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's just, that's the spirit of prophecy, man. The truth. And that's what make Esau afraid. Let's continue on to verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. In their eyes they have closed, because guess what? Instead of you listening to the truth, you want to hear smooth things. You want to hear, what's that guy named, Fat Boy T.D. Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Apostle Bishop Jenkins. You want to hear those guys. You don't want to hear the rough message of the prophets, man. That rough message is going to save your life. Continuing on, it says, at least at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and should be converted, and I shall heal them. Yes, man. So, Lord, if you don't get open up into this truth, ultimately, the Lord, He's blocking you off from salvation, because this truth is the bridge into our salvation. And that's why King David said, take not thine Holy Spirit away from me, man. Because if you don't have this truth, if you don't have this knowledge, then it's hopeless for you, man. If you don't have Yahweh Shai abiding in you, then it's no hope, man. Continuing on though. Verse 16, blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. Yes, man. So blessed that you got this truth. Blessed that you got a way back unto the Lord, man. And it's not revealed unto everybody else. It's a secret unto everybody else. That's why certain legal, you say, brothers got inside jokes and things like that people can't even get help to, man. Why? Because they don't know about the secret. They don't know the passcodes. It's even certain restaurants that you have to go to. You can't be no regular old customer, man. You have to say a key word. You have to say a certain phrase to enter into that building, man. That's the same thing with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You have to be predestinated to enter into this building, man. And Lord willing, we endure to the end. Lord willing, we was predestinated. Let's go ahead and continue on to verse 17. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see. And what's one of the things that we see? Let's go to Sirach, the 25th chapter in the 7th verse, man. The fall of our enemies. That's one thing that we're prophesying about too, man. Imagine, because the prophets, they lived through slavery. The prophets, they was out there picking cotton, man. They desired to see that you go back into the time of Ezra, building the temple, man. You go back into the time even with Yahweh Shai disciples. They was designed to see this day, man. The downfall of these Edomites and the raising up of the nation of Israel, man. Let's get this in, Salakia. Because again, this truth is only revealed to the ones who really know what's up, man. And the ones that really know what's up want to see the downfall of Esau, because he's the cancer of the planet Earth. Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. Many prophets and righteous men have desired to see the fall of the so-called white man, which is the nation of Edom, man. In which we're in that time. We can see it. The economy, the president. Look at Joe Biden. He got dementia, He's he's insane in the membrane, But at the same time, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Joe Biden actually represents America, man. Sirach 10, as the leader of the king, as the king is, so are the people, man. If the leader is wicked and crazy and the more, then that's going to trickle down to the people, man. Going back to Matthew 13:17, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them, to see the things of what, and to hear the things of what? The downfall of Esau, man. Let's go to Psalm 73, because that's a part of our prophecy, man. The downfall of this kingdom and the bringing up of the kingdom of David, man. Because when Yahweh Shah said the kingdom of heaven is near, in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established, this current kingdom cannot last any longer, man. How can the kingdom of heaven exist while America is running, man? You know, it's gonna be a bump of heads, man. Righteousness and wickedness cannot rule together. You know? Let's get this real quick. Let's go to Psalm 73. Psalm 73, and I'm just going to get to the point. So like this 60. Yeah, Psalm 73, and I'm going to start at verse, Psalm 73 and verse 16. It says, when I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Which means what, man? When Asaph, when he thought Esau was going to rule forever, that's painful, man. For you to rule and to live in hell forever, to live in wickedness forever, man. And that's a cruel thing. But Yahweh Shah, he's a merciful, power. He's not going to let us die in this pit. He's not going to let us be left behind for the lack of better words, man. Because we want to get out of here, man. Continuing on in verse 17. It says, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein. Yes, until we came into this truth, we understood what was going on. We got revealed into the secret. We got revealed into the script, man. We know what's going to happen to the end of the movie because we have the script, man. We've been to rehearsal practice, man. You know? Continuing on. It says, surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them down into destruction. And that's what the Lord is ultimately going to do unto the nation of Edom. That's a commandment. The Lord casting his devil down into the midst of destruction, man. A part of the Lord casting his devil down is taking away his plans, because we're really spiritual radios. Brothers who ever watched that movie Radio, it was a scene when this guy, you know, it was a football movie, and what he was doing, he was telling people the plays before it even happened, man. He was like, it's a reverse, it's a reverse. And the dude looked at him, he was like, yeah, they run the reverse. You know, the guy, he was slow apart, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was spiritual, because he was telling the play even before it happened, man. Who told you about the concentration camps, man? Concentration camps is manifesting now, man. It's not up for debate anymore, man. Who the first person told you about that? The apostles and the elders, man. You know, and a couple years ago, people scoffed at it, but now, 10 years later, 5 years later, hey, you can't even say nothing about it. The only thing you can say was you was right, man. Because, hey, again, going back into that analogy, when Susie bring her 2 apples and Sarah bring her 2 apples, we're going to see if 2 + 2 is 5, man. Because I know it's going to be 4. You can keep on talking. Keep on doing what you're doing. Because I know when they get here, it's going to be 4 apples. So that's the same thing with the truth, man. Let's get this real quick in Job 15, and I'm going to jump down to verse 21. Job 15-21, a dreadful sound is in their ears. What's that dreadful sound? The prophets, man. Telling you that your kingdom is falling. Telling you that Yahweh Shah is finna cast you down and bring us up. That's a part of that secret that Esau don't want Jake to know about. Because if every Jake know about, in the kingdom of heaven, that's up next, man. You know, Jake will want to be a rapper. Jake will want to be a football player. Jake will want to put their stock in this world. They know that the kingdom of heaven is going to come and it's going to be on earth, man. Because with this devil wants you to think that you got to die first to see the kingdom, man. When really all we got to do is just be patient. What it say? Patience possessing your souls, man. Let's go back to Job 15-21. It says, a dreadful sound is in their ears. In prosperity, yes, when you at the top, in prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon them. Who is that? Yahweh Shah, man. And that's a part of the secret, man. These devils don't want you to know that Yahweh Shah is angry with them, man. That Yahweh Shah is going to take them down. What it says, who is this that coming with Bozrah from comes from Edom, man? You know? Revelation 19, what it say? He they maketh war in righteousness, man. Because the Lord, he's not gonna destroy Esau for no reason. It's not like the Lord a bully. No, man. Yahweh Shah do things for a reason, man. You reap everything that you sow, man. And this devil have been sowing death and destruction, and you think the Lord is gonna let this guy rule forever? No, man. Our power, he's the power of justice. You know? The Lord just letting that bill raise up for the lack of better words, man. But again, just going back the words that we're speaking, the secrets of the Most High that we're pushing out, guess what, man? It is making these devils scared because we're telling them their plans even before it happens. Let's go to 2 Kings real quick. You know, we're telling these devils what's going to happen before it even happens. Because again, you go to that movie Radio, man. He was like, it's a reverse, it's a reverse. Dude said, yeah, they running the reverse. And dude said, man, somebody get this. The dude, it was an Edomite. He was the defensive coordinator. He was like, man, somebody get this retard off the field, man. Because he was messing things up, man. That's what we doing spiritually. Once we go out on the highways and byways, we're ruining the plans of the wicked. Before I get this 2 Kings, let's get this first in Isaiah. This Isaiah 44 and verse 25. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 24. Isaiah 44. And I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 25, Salakia. It says that frustrated the tokens of the liars and make us diviners mad. Yes, man. The Lord, he frustrating the tokens of the liars, man. Because every time these devils, they try to push out a certain thing, they try to push out a certain level of deceit, and then they'll hit you with M.I., you know, Miss M.M., you know what I'm saying? M.M.I. That's what they're going to hit you with, man. Miss I, you know, that's what these devils hit you with for telling the truth, man. But really, that shows that these devils are frustrated because we're telling the truth. Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? YouTube have a lot of wicked things upon them, man. They have Satan on YouTube getting the lap dance. But if you put out precepts on YouTube, then guess what? You're the enemy now, man. But guess what? Us telling this truth is making these devils mad. Again, Isaiah 44 and 25, that frustrated the tokens of liars and maketh diviners mad. Yes, man. He turneth wise men backwards and maketh their knowledge foolish. So your witchcraft, your left-handed energy, your left-handed knowledge, guess what? The Lord is making that to be foolish compared to this truth, man. Because nothing can beat Yahweh Shema Shah. That's the trump card. Let's go ahead and get this in 1 Kings. This is 2 Kings, Slacky. This 2 Kings 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 10. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, therefore, the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which is us for the king of Israel? So basically, when you go into the backstory, every time the king of Assyria, he got a plan in it, the king of Israel to have something to, to counter it. So he like, man, it got to be somebody in my council that's betraying me. So he brought them guys together. He said, hey, man, which one of y'all telling my secrets? Which one of y'all for the king of Israel? Verse 12, it says, and one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king. He said, none of us, man. But Elisha, the prophet, the one who got the secrets, going back into this top secret information, it says, but Elisha, and that's why through the spirit, once you have in like the CIA, you have a top secret information, hey, they're gonna try to kill you, man. No, say if I tell you this, I gotta kill you. Hey, we have some valuable things that we're withholding, man, in our minds, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said, hold fast with our hands, hold fast to this crown of life, man. You know, read this again. It says, and one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha the prophet that is in Israel telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchambers. So we know your secrets, we know your plans, because why the Lord, he have exposed us unto it, man. And he also exposed us how everything is going to end. He revealed unto us the destruction of America. He revealed unto us the salvation of Israel, man. He revealed unto us this money crashing, these different nations turning on America. You know what I'm saying? The Lord revealed unto us how inflation is going to hit. A piece of steak is going to be, 40 shekels of silver. You know what I'm saying? He revealed unto us about the famine, the scarcity of food. All these things are written in the scriptures, man. And these are the plans that Esau are going to push forth. And we're telling you that, is this man, he's the problem. This is why this happening, man. These devils want you to believe that they're the good guys and they want to help you when really they're the problem. When really they're the cancer of the earth, man. So Akim, I just pray this video was edifying. I want to say, call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakodai, Shalom, TTA, and the Bob.